Professor Haack, what about the credibility of people in science and religion?
Okay. Well, I think credulity is, in some sense, a natural human condition. A small child is programmed to believe what he hears, what he's told. It's normal, it's natural. But most of us, when we grow up, learn that you can't believe every informant, you can't believe every source, that people sometimes lie, that people are sometimes mistaken, that people are sometimes self-deceived. But many people, probably most people, are still excessively credulous, at least in some areas. I think some people, with respect to religion, especially with respect to supposed miracles or miraculous appearances of Mother Teresa in the toasted cheese sandwich, for example. Other people, not so much with regard to religious claims, but with regard to political claims. Others with regard to certain sorts of gossip, or gossip about certain sorts of people, like film stars, for example. And I also believe some people are credulous about the sciences, in the sense that they believe, as if they were well established, ideas which are, at the moment, nothing but speculation. They're pure hypotheses. They may turn out well, they may not turn out well. I think also people often believe what a distinguished scientist says because of his distinction, not only about his area in which he is, I'm assuming, an authority and suitable to be believed, but when he talks about completely different areas of the sciences. So, for example, it's one thing to believe what Linus Pauling tells us about molecular structure. It's a quite different thing to believe what he tells us about taking massive doses of vitamin C to avoid the cold, for example. And I think that one of the things that troubles me a little is that many humanists who pride themselves on not being credulous about religion have some tendency to credulity about speculative scientific claims. So I think any form of credulity is a bad thing, and credulity with respect to science is a kind to which people who are not credulous about religion seem especially vulnerable. I try very hard not to be credulous at all, but I'm sure I don't succeed. I expect if I hear something very disappointing about an enemy of mine, I am probably too ready to believe it. If I hear something good about a friend of mine, I'm probably too ready to believe it. Again, I don't think I'm immune from this natural human problem.
What about this controversy between religious people and atheists? I mean, humanists and atheists must tolerate religious people.
Okay.
In which way?
I guess I think I'm an atheist. I'm a perfectly cheerful atheist. But I think, if I'm completely candid,